One is a very general question is, you make a whole lot of bearings, different kinds of bearings, I think I was reading on your site, around 1,000 different
Yes.
Sizes, and you've been making annually 100 million bearings
Yes.
per annum, around.
Yes.
Okay, so which are the industries you really cater to in a big way? I mean, auto is one which we
Yes.
represent also,
Mhm.
but railways, I presume, is also a major consumer?
Right. If you see our turnover, approximately 65% of our turnover comes from auto.
Okay.
Approximately 25% comes from railways, and the remaining 10% come from industrial segment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the breakup of our this thing. And out of these 65% that goes to auto, 80% goes to OEM and 20% goes to aftermarket.
Okay. And this trend has been there for quite some time. I mean,
this earlier we were more in the aftermarket, but now we are getting more and more OEM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you just mentioned, there are different kinds of bearings also.
Yes.
Last time when I interviewed you, you
Yeah.
explained, tapered rolling, ball bearings, and whole lot of
Yes.
them. Now, do you continue to have a technical collaboration with some companies for any specific kind of bearings, or?
Yes, we have two collaborations. One is with NTN of Japan,
Okay.
and one is with Brenco of USA.
Okay.
So this Brenco collaboration is for a particular wheel bearing for the railway wagons.
Okay.
And all other bearings are covered with NTN of Japan. So
Okay.
we have this collaboration still going on.
So when you have this collaboration, what do you exactly mean by it? It's a technical collaboration.
It is just a technical collaboration, which means the design of the bearing is theirs, and that's about it.
Okay.
All the other development and all the other applications and all these kind of things we have to study on our own.
Okay.
Mm.
This company, I think it's not changed to Amstead Rail, no? Is it?
Brenco is part of Amstead Rail.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not changed to Amstead Rail.
Okay.
Brenco is part of Amstead Rail.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Brenco continues to
Be part of
Okay.
Amstead Rail. Yeah.
And now coming to your plants, I happened to see one. I mean, last time when I visited you, the big plant in Jaipur.
Yeah.
And now you also, I think, just about to start in September. You already started perhaps one in Gujarat.
In Gujarat, yes. Savli, Baroda, yeah.
Okay. Now, can you tell me, it's a 500 crore plant, and
Yes.
can you tell me what the capacities are?
So essentially, the Gujarat plant will eventually, after in 2016, when the whole plant is done,
Okay.
we will be approximately anywhere between 50 and 60 million bearings. We will be producing them. So actually, that will add 50% of capacity.
Okay.
As far as number of bearings is concerned, we are doing 100 million. We will add 50 to 60 million bearings there.
Okay.
So and it is a total investment of approximately 500 crores.
Okay.
And it will employ approximately 1,000 people, and fully automatic plant. We are trying to cater to automotive, which will who are present in Gujarat.
Okay.
A lot of people have announced that they are coming to Gujarat. You know that.
That's right. Yeah.
And also, what we are doing is we are trying to make use of the nearness to the Mundra port and use that as an export hub also.
Okay.
So, if you see, approximately 40 to 50% of our production from there will be exported.
Okay. Okay. So, is Gujarat offering you the right industrial climate for investment? I mean, what drew you to Gujarat? Is it because it's an automotive hub of sorts?
See, it was not the Gujarat angle,
Okay.
more so. It was mostly because all our customers were going to Gujarat.
Okay.
And the second reason is, we have to, be near to our components. So we take these components from our suppliers, who are generally very small suppliers.
Okay.
So one of the hubs is Jaipur, and the other hub is Rajkot.
Okay.
So these are the two reasons. One reason is that all our customers, most of our customers are coming to Gujarat, and there is a hub of component suppliers in Gujarat.
Okay.
So that, and the third reason is closeness to Mundra port for exports.
Okay.
So these are the reasons that we set up in Gujarat. There was no government angle to it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But when you say component suppliers, typically what are these?
These are forging suppliers or ring suppliers or turning suppliers or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And they are in abundance there. I mean,
In
they're quite-
Rajkot area, yes.
Okay. And you just mentioned the exports. Exports has been also steadily increasing.
Yes.
It's now what percent? Around 16?
No, now this year approximately 20% of our turnover will be exports.
Okay.
And we hope that by next year it will be 25% of our turnover.
Okay. And typically what kind of bearings are exported?
Typically, see, if you see a percentage, we export a lot of railway bearings.
Okay.
We export a lot of taper roller bearings, and we export ball bearings also.
Okay.
So these are the bearings which we are exporting.
And in the export market, I also read again in your some of the presentations there, I think US and EU markets are quite...
Yes, see,
large.
our number one country of exports is US.
Okay.
Number 2, Germany. Number 3, South Africa. Number 4, Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, and but we are present in 26 countries. Those would be fairly small, because approximately I would say that 70% of our turnover would come from these 4 countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And see, I've noticed a lot of auto component players have been looking at, acquisitions abroad.
Yes.
They're doing that. I mean, why is your company not doing that? I mean, is that easy, or is it very difficult, or you think exports make much more sense?
No, bearing industry is fairly a small community,
Okay.
especially the high quality bearing industry.
Okay.
You will find bearing companies dime a dozen in China,
Okay.
but we don't want to go that route.
Okay.
Okay, but if you see high quality bearing companies, it is a very small industry. And fairly consolidated, so it is very difficult to find a good company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, your company also has some great technological collaborations.
Yeah.
That makes your products pretty good also.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. And where do you stand to gain? I mean, what are the advantages that you offer when you? I mean, is it the cost, or is it the quality? What makes you stand out, especially in markets?
See, we provide value to our customers.
Okay.
So we say that we are a very flexible company, and we listen to our customers. Which our philosophy is that we follow the 4 Ds: design, development, delivery, and dialogue. So these are the 4 Ds with which we engage with our customers. And we are the most flexible company in the bearing space who listen to their customers and do as they want.
Okay.
And we feel that we provide the maximum value to the customers.
Okay.
So that is our main strength, and I think that is our main strength. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And also notice that I was reading again. You have partnered with Conmet of USA to manufacture preset hub assemblies.
Yes.
Now, is that for heavy duty commercial vehicles
Yes.
and all? Now, can you explain to me, is that a value addition which you do, or you do?
Yes. Actually, it is a hub on which the wheel goes.
Okay.
Okay. And what we are doing is we are providing. Earlier, we were providing only the bearing.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are providing the entire hub in a preset form, which will give a much better life to the customer, and also it is relatively maintenance free.
Okay.
So it is a preset technology which is patented by Conmet.
Okay.
Okay, and therefore the warranty levels are much higher here, and it gives a much better life, and it is a maintenance free technology.
Okay. So where are these made?
These are made in our Jaipur plant.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then exported.
No, right now the Jaipur plant is supplying to Indian customers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But is there any scope of, especially to send
It
it
is,
abroad?
the same thing Conmet is manufacturing in the US.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the same technology.
Okay.
Right now, the capacity that we have is for Indian customers. We are not thinking in terms of export. If it comes in the future, we will expand our capacity.
Are you also looking at similar value additions in your product? Like one is this,
Yeah.
we said hub assembly. Are there more? I mean.
Yes, we are also looking at other value-added products. In fact, we are in touch. We are in fact talking to some tractor companies where we are providing some value-added product, because the bearing goes in a sub-assembly. Then that sub-assembly is provided to used in the tractor. So we want that we provide the sub-assembly to the tractor manufacturers, so that they can fit it immediately on that, rather than pressing the bearings, and it will save a lot of time to them. Similarly, we are talking to some other companies for some value-added products also.
Okay,
Yes.
there is scope. There is a scope in that area in value addition terms, or is it just limited to?
Scope-wise, I would say that we are trying to find out a niche as to what value we can add to our customer. For example, if the company is doing that, pressing the bearing into the hub and all that, if we can do that and provide to the customer, we are adding value for them.
Absolutely.
And they save on manpower, they save on cycle time and all that. So I think we are looking at more and more these kind of products.
Okay. Just a couple of more questions.
Yeah.
One is that I've seen the list of OEMs. I mean, you've more or less covered the main people in India, the main OEMs in India. But then quite a lot of car companies you've not really covered.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a scope there, or do they have the dedicated bearing suppliers? How is it?
See, there are two things. There are one where we supply directly.
Okay.
There are second some companies where we supply as a to the aggregate manufacturer, wherein we supply, they make the aggregate and then they supply to the automobile manufacturer.
Okay.
And the third category is the ones who assemble the cars here, or they import the component from wherever they are importing from. So these are the three. The first two we supply, the third one obviously because they are importing all their components, so we are not supplying them.
Okay. Do you know what I would really want to ask is, do you see a scope in supplying to more OEMs?
Oh yes, definitely. As the volumes keep on growing, and we are very bullish about the future of India. As the volumes keep on growing, they will have to look at other suppliers.
Okay.
All these companies who are not buying from us right now will have to look at other suppliers. We are in touch with them. It is not that we are totally blind. We are in touch with them. Someday or the other, we will supply to them.
Okay. Lastly, I want to ask you is how do you perceive your company's growth in the years to come, in the next few years, perhaps in the next 5 to 10 years? Because I noticed that the exports have grown considerably in the last few years, since 2009, by 7 times. So do you see revenues also growing at a steady pace, and what about exports also?
Yeah, we have envisaged that by 2020 we should be a $1 billion company.
Okay.
Okay, so we are working towards that, which essentially means that we have to grow more than 20% plus, 20% plus in our this thing. But this year we are growing less than 20%, but our last 4 years CAGR has been 17.7%. Okay, growth rate. So we feel that if we do the right things and we approach the customers and get the export market, we would be very close to achieving our target.
Okay.
So that is our plan for growth.
Okay, and when you touch a $1 billion figure, what percentage would exports contribute to that?
I would suppose anywhere between 25 to 35% will be exports.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
And as of now, by 2020, do you think these present plants will be good enough for you to push bring you
No,
that
no,
much
no,
of
no,
revenue?
not at all. For example, as I'm saying, by 2016, Gujarat will be fully operational. I mean, the entire plant will be operational. Then we will have to look for a new plant.
Okay.
Beyond that, and we are already bought some land in near Jaipur, about 35 kilometers west of Jaipur.
Okay.
So maybe that will be our fifth plant.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're considering that also.
Yes, it will always, I mean, right now we are not thinking that we'll make some huge plant or something like that.
Okay.
We want to model it like the Gujarat, that we have many Gujarat type of plants.
Okay.
But Gujarat itself is a fairly big plant, as I said, 50 to 70
Yeah,
million,
that's right.
50 to 70 million bearings per year.
Yeah.
That itself would be a fairly decent, good size plant.
Okay, so this new plant, which is, I mean, where you're thinking of buying up the land, that is possible that will come before to 2020.
Definitely.
Okay.
So after 2016, we have to construct a new plant.
Okay, that is.
So which means by 2017-18 we will be constructing a new plant.
Okay, and
Yeah.
at this point, have you decided what the capacities would be? Or
No, that work is still under progress.
Okay.
And I hope that middle of next year we will be able to freeze on that.
Okay.
As far as capacities is concerned, but we are very clear that we will make it in a modular form, which means that we will make one plant, fill it up, then you make another plant, fill it up, then make another plant, fill it up, and something like that. We will not make a huge construction and then fill it up. So we will go in a modular form.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saboo. That was
Thanks.
quite a descriptive answer.
Thank you very much.
And we fixed it and